Good evening, Tribesters. Look at what I'm doing here. Do you see this enormous creature here on my couch and on my lap here? This is my boo, and he is always, always, always touching me at all times. I have this beastie freaking on me. And you too will have the same thing when you get your puppies home. So I have had some questions about feeding. I want you all to Google species appropriate raw feeding, SARF. Species appropriate is canines are what is called, they're more of an omnivore. Cats are what's called an obligate carnivore. Obligate meaning they cannot have anything but meat. They can't, they don't digest grains, they don't digest that stuff. An obligate carnivore is a feline, and a more of an omnivore, because dogs for 50,000 years have been beside us, and they can digest grains and they can digest, other food sources. So I am of the inclination that a puppy would really benefit from a diverse diet that you study a little bit on, and species appropriate is just one of the most progressive ways to feed your dog. And got a freaking bump on my head here. So as I said, when I go to the grocery store, like all of you that are in Arizona, do you have a Food City? Do you have a Food City close by you? Because Food City is like the Mexican grocery store. So they have chicken feet, they've got gizzards, they've got hearts, they've got necks. They get turkey, necks and backs and pieces, and they have pork and beef and a little bit of everything. And some of you could actually, because you're down in the valley, some of you could actually join a co-op. And I think I've mentioned it before. Red Angel Raw is on Facebook. I know her. We go way back. She used to breed Dog de Bordeaux's. And she has a raw co-op. And there are numerous stops that they make with this co-op. I can join them too, but I have to go pick up in like Prescott on Highway 69. So because you guys are in the valley, there are numerous places that you can go and pick up like 40 pounds of lamb. And you can get duck necks and duck feet and duck eggs and quail eggs and just fucking everything. So if you can join a food co-op, that's the best. If you're a hunter, if your husband's a hunter and you got a freezer full of venison and elk and whatever, javelina pig has to be frozen for a long time. So does mountain lion. You can't feed mountain lion or javelina. So if you're a hunter, you can't feed your dogs mountain lion or javelina unless they've been frozen for like a long time, because that can get trichinosis. You've all heard of trichinosis. Well, it used to be that pork you could get trichinosis, not anymore. But venison, elk, all that stuff, the bones. And if you are buying a whole cow, do not let them throw the stomach away. Don't let them throw the offal away of the cow that you buy. You buy a whole cow and you want that stomach, especially if it's grass-fed, and you do not want them, you just want them to shake out all the grass out of the stomach, and then you can feed green tripe as well, which is really good. So any organs, liver, heart, are super high nutrient foods. So if you are a prepper kind of a person, like you'd like to prep your food preparation, you could do like a whole beef liver and just chop it up and put bags and put like little 1 pound bags of it. And then you could cut it up into like quarters, and like 4 times a week, you could have a quarter of a pound of liver. Now, livers do give your dogs loose poops because it's so rich. So don't give them a lot of livers. That's why I do chicken livers. I do chicken and turkey livers because they're small, and the organs and stuff. I just gave Stella and Enzo a turkey tail this big. They ate the whole thing, a turkey tail. Stella and Enzo. And plus, I'm giving them turkey necks now. I'm just with a big cleaver. I'm chopping a turkey neck about that big of a piece, like a 2-inch piece. They just fucking decimate it. Don't worry about this stuff. They're dogs. Okay, they can chew this shit. They're freaking amazing. So my dogs love turkey necks. They love turkey backs, chicken necks, all that stuff. So guys, creative feeding, it's going to be raw feeding, completely raw feeding. If you're going to raw feed completely, the way to gauge that is by learning about species appropriate diet, because there are some things that you can feed your dog that are good for them, like chopped broccoli, chopped kale, chopped carrots, stuff like that. Cabbage, I told you, sauerkraut's freaking awesome. So when it comes to feeding, you'll find something that works for you. You'll find something that fits for you, and you will be comfortable. Lots of people are just going to feed kibble, but I'm just saying, why would you give your precious being these little brown fucking things that are just dry and nasty without some yummy shit in there? So don't just give them just plain old kibble, because it's just, come on, you guys. We're going to get maybe, 4,000 days out of these dogs? So yeah, you can afford to get bottled water. You can afford to do these things. So feeding, you'll just get your stride. You'll find your stride for this thing. I am looking to see that Miss Kaya is leaving tomorrow at 9 in the morning, and Rudy Marquez is going to come up here with his dad and get Mr. Big Stuff, Odin and Zeke, and they're going to go home probably in the afternoon sometime, and then Miss Pinky Dink is going to go home on Friday. And then last but not least, Miss Stella and Enzo are going home on next Monday. So, and then it's all over. And so I'm just praying for Gertie to amaze me with 10 or 12 beautiful puppies. That she's from Argentina. She came from Crespo, Argentina. She was a little farm girl living out there. Now she's just the sweetest freaking, I'm telling you, she's the sweetest dog. She's forced to contend with, but she is the sweetest little disposition. Oh my God, she's just such a sweet girl. She's so funny. So we're all snoozing here. The puppies are outside. They've been outside. It's 77 degrees up here today. It's fucking February and it's 77 degrees. What the fuck? It's so warm. They could sleep outside all night and they would be fine, probably. I mean, it gets down to the 60s, but I can't believe it. They're just outside. They hang out. Little Mr. freaking Odin just hangs out there in that little crate, and I have a pillow and this shawl that was a fuzzy shawl that was mine. They love anything that smells like me, So guess what I found I'm going to show them to you. I found Cheerios. My favorite food is Cheerios, and I give them Cheerios as a treat at night. And they have new Abuela Cheerios. They're Abuela, it says Abuela on the back. Honey Nut Cheerios. Fry's had it. Grandma is on one side, and on the back it says Abuela, and they're little heart-shaped Honey Nut Cheerios, and I got them today at Fry's because at nighttime I put Honey Nut Cheerios in a little one of those bowls and I shake it up, and it makes them come into their little enclosure. They love little Honey Nut Cheerios. That's my favorite cereal, so I have it with yogurt and cottage cheese. So now I give them a little bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios, about a cup of them, and then little Miss Stella will just sit there and eat them. So I have my little heart-shaped Grandma, Abuela, Honey Nut Cheerios are going to get tonight before they go to bed, because Grandma loves her baby so much.